Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Balqish Binti Fakrul Shiha. My metric number is 053019 and my partner Badrul Munir bin Muhammad Yazari, his metric number is 053023. Both of us are from group 23 and today we are going to discuss about criminal law. According to section 309 of Penal Code Act 574, attempt to commit suicide, it is stated that whoever attempts to commit suicide and does any act towards the commission of such offence shall be punished with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 1 year, or with fine, or with both.
What is suicide? Suicide can be defined as a voluntary and intentional act to end one's own life. It is legally defined as a willful and voluntary act of a person who understands the physical nature of the act and intends by it to accomplish the result of self-destruction.
Why suicide was made out to be a criminal offence in the first place? Historically, the legal position in Europe against suicide originates from the declaration by Saint Augustine of suicide being a sin. English law considers suicide as an immoral offence and a crime against God and the King. In the 19th century in England, suicidal attempts were criminalized to maintain social order in a rapidly changing circumstances, most criminals seeing suicide as an easy way to escape from criminal liability. This can be seen in the case of 𝘠𝘯𝘧𝘰𝘨𝘳𝘠 against public prosecutor.
Is suicide still considered as a crime in Malaysia? The reason Malaysia still considers suicide as a criminal offence is to maintain religious belief. Traditionally, religions around the world have prohibited suicide. This is because only God has the right to decide the end of the life of an individual, and the intention to end the life of a person should be regarded as a sinful act. It is also to protect human life. This is because it is important to respect the sanctity of human life and refer to the current law of a person who willfully encourage or helps to take the life of a person even when the real action is self-inflicted, that the person will not be forgiven. Sentencing the perpetrator will prevent others from committing suicide. A lot of people do not aware that suicide is a criminal offense. So, as we know, when a person was sentenced because of an action, it could also spread awareness to others what may happen if they commit the same action.
Will Malaysia stop criminalizing suicide attempts? Malaysia is one of the few countries in the world that still maintain the laws that committing suicide is an illegal act. According to the National Suicide Registry Malaysia, people in prison are at high risk of suicide in their own jail cells. Considering that the prisons in Malaysia are in a terrible state and have unsupportive prisoners, an individual that was sentenced to prison that tried to commit suicide will return to society with mental health outcomes that have worsened. The WHO has consistently stated that criminalization keeps people from seeking care instead of deterring them from attempting suicide, increasing the risk of suicide rather than decreasing it. Moreover, criminalization focuses on the assignation of blame and censure, rather than helping victims cope with the causes of their suffering, such as depression, deprivation, or financial problems. In the event of doubt, the preferred course of action should be a psychiatric examination before the court proceeds to convict an individual under Section 309. The court might also sentence the guilty party in the psychiatric ward to time already served and order the psychiatric follow-up to be complied with as appropriate. So, there is no need for a prison sentence or fine. With this method, justice could be tempered with compassion.
In general, continuing to improve a better decision making in regards to mental health issues and an empathic attitude to those suffering from extreme mental illness could go a long way to having a caring, tolerant and resilient community. That's all from us. Thanks.